December 11, 2010, a cold, gray morning. A Suffolk County police officer and his canine partner searched the brush along Ocean Parkway, looking for a missing woman named Shannon Gilbert. But instead, they stumble onto something far more terrifying. A human skeleton, wrapped tightly in burlap, discarded like trash in the dunes. The nightmare had begun. Within the next 48 hours, 3 more bodies are discovered, all within a quarter-mile stretch of sand. 4 women, all young, all missing, all brutally discarded along the wind-swept coastline. The message was clear. Long Island had a serial killer. These were not nameless victims. Melissa Barthelemy, 24, vanished July 2009 after leaving her Bronx apartment. Her family received horrifying phone calls, a man taunting them, claiming he was her killer. The calls were traced to Midtown Manhattan, not far from where Rex Heuermann worked as an architect. Amber Koslow, 27, a sex worker from North Babylon. Last seen September 2010. She left to meet a client. Witnesses remembered the client's vehicle, a Chevrolet Avalanche, the same vehicle owned by Rex Heuermann. Maureen Brainerd Barnes, 25, a single mother from Connecticut. She went missing in 2007 during a trip to New York City. Her remains were found buried alongside the others. Megan Waterman, 22, a young woman from Maine, last seen leaving a hotel in Hauppauge in 2010. Each had their life stolen. Each left behind families desperate for answers, and these were just the beginning. Over the months that followed, more remains surfaced along Long Island's coast and parklands. Jessica Taylor, 20, a woman from Manhattan, dismembered, her remains scattered across the sites. Valerie Mack, 24, also dismembered, body parts buried in separate locations. Tanya Jackson, once only known as Peaches because of a tattoo on her torso, found in a plastic bag in Hempstead Lake State Park, and others, still unidentified, their bones reminders of a predator who seemed to vanish without a trace. The pattern was haunting. Young women, many working as escorts, lured, killed, and discarded. Bound with belts or tape. Wrapped in burlap. Dumped in isolated spots no one was meant to find. The killer had stalked Long Island's shadows for over a decade. Visual, old news footage. Reporters speak of police frustration, families pleading for justice. For years, the investigation seemed to stall. Police followed countless leads. They checked registered sex offenders, interrogated suspicious locals, and even eyed other serial killers. At one point, a man named John Bitrolf, convicted of 2 murders, came under scrutiny. But DNA evidence eventually cleared him of the Gilgo killings. Families grew frustrated. The killer's taunting silence echoed louder each year, and all the while, Long Island's wines buried secrets deeper beneath the sand. Then came the break. In July 2023, police arrested Rex Heuermann, a 59-year-old architect from Massapequa Park, just miles from the crime scenes. A man with no prior criminal record, a father, a husband, the very picture of an ordinary neighbor, hiding an unimaginable secret. Investigators had spent months tailing Heuermann, gathering DNA evidence. A discarded pizza crust, a simple piece of trash. It matched DNA found on a burlap binding at the crime scene. They traced burner phones used to contact the victims. They linked his car, his movements, his online searches, to the nightmare that had haunted Gilgo Beach for over a decade. Heuermann was charged with the murders of Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Koslow, and the charges kept coming. In January 2024, Maureen Brainerd Barnes. June 2024, Sandra Costilla, murdered in 1993, now tied to Heuermann through DNA. Later, that year, Jessica Taylor and Valerie Mack, 7 murders. Spanning from 1993 to 2010, authorities believe there could be more. In court, Heuermann pleaded not guilty, but the evidence is overwhelming. DNA, phone records, vehicle sightings, and hair from his wife and daughter found on the victim's remains. And yet, as the case moves toward trial, One terrifying question remains. Could there be other victims buried beneath Long Island sands? Visual. Gilgo Beach at sunset. Waves crash on the shore. Shannon Gilbert, the woman whose disappearance started the search, was found dead in the marshes of Oak Beach. Police labeled it an accidental drowning. But her family, and many experts, believe she was murdered, perhaps by the same hand. And then there are the unknown victims, bones still unidentified, stories still untold, secrets still hidden. The Long Island serial killer case is far from over. What do you think? Is Rex Heuermann the monster behind all of the Gilgo Beach murders? Or could there still be another predator lurking in the shadows of Long Island? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget, subscribe to Dark States for more true crime mysteries that demand answers, because sometimes the most peaceful places hide the darkest secrets.